3, 2, 1. This is Chargers Unleashed podcast. Here are your hosts, Dan Wolkenstein and Jake Hefner.
Welcome to another edition of Chargers Unleashed. Jake Hefner and Dan Wolkenstein here with you from the LAFB Network. Today's show, of course, being brought to you by BetOnline, Charger Bolt Family, and Rock Solid Sports Memorabilia. If this is your first time tuning into the show, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button on YouTube. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Dan Wolkenstein, it's day 9, and we're here at Chargers Training Camp.
All in one breath. Jake, that was impressive, sir. We are here at Camp Costa Mesa. Been a good time. It's a very special day, though, Jake.
It's hot.
It is hot. Luckily, we're in the shade. Fun.
I don't know what happened today.
Nothing. No big deal.
What happened?
No, but today, special guest in the house. We get to talk to Mike Williams, Mr. Whole Lotta. Talk to us a little bit about camp so far, what he's seen from the cornerbacks, wide receiver group. But Jake,
look, today's turnout was something to be marveled at. Let's say that. Today's Saturday. It rivaled last Saturday's crowd.
Put it this way: we've seen some well-respected people comment about fan attendance, about how surprised, how encouraged they were by it, all the way up to the very, very, very top of this organization. So whoever the Bolt fam are that are getting paid by actors, you guys are doing great. But Jake, before we get into the Mike Williams discussion, we got to pay the bills.
Oh my God, really?
Our friends over at BetOnline,
Yes.
promo code BELIEVE50.
Yes.
Talk about it.
I mean, you kind of just
took
the words right out of my mouth. But make sure you're going over to BetOnline. Use the promo code BELIEVE50. That's BLEAV50 to get your first 50% on your first deposit. BetOnline, where the game starts.
Mike Williams, number 81, wide receiver for the Los Angeles Chargers, talks with Chargers Unleashed. Coming up next. Welcome to Chargers Unleashed. We have friend of the show, Mr. Mike Williams, Mr. Whole Lotta here from camp. Mike, how you doing?
I'm good. How y'all doing?
We are good. Talk to us about today. What was your kind of highlights from today? How'd you feel?
Oh, it was pretty good. A lot of going back and forth. Team drills. Made a big play. I feel like we was moving the ball a little bit. So it was a pretty good day. I feel like everybody got better.
You've been talking about in your press conferences. We had JC was at the press conference yesterday, just talking about your guys' battle back and forth.
Yeah.
How's that been like progressing just now that we're at day 9 at training camp? What's that battle been like?
Oh, it's been fun. It's always fun when you can compete in practice. A lot of people don't get a chance to go up against a guy like JC. And here in camp, it's been fun. We've been going at it. I'm a boundary receiver, he a boundary corner. So yeah, we see each other a lot. But yeah, we're kind of doing our thing.
What's it like going up against different corners and archetypes? You got Bryce Callahan, who's kind of in the slot. Got Asante Samuel Jr., kind of catty. You also got J.C. Jackson, who's kind of that big-bodied. Like, what's it like kind of going up against each of those guys? Like, what does that provide you as a receiver kind of going up against them in practice?
Oh, well, with each one of them, you got to work different techniques, different moves. J.C., with him, he want to be a little physical. He good when the ball is in the air. He not to track the ball like a receiver. Bryce is really good with his feet and read the combinations. He very smart, been in the league for a little long time. So, and Zant, he just instinctive. He quick and on top of everything, quick feet. So yeah, you just gotta be ready for all three of those guys. And we were, we was coming out every day and competing. That's all we can do.
Got a nice little wide receiver battle going on with the rest of the wide receiver group. You got obviously everything that's set up for Palmer in year 2, but you have Guyton, Bandy, and now DeAndre Carter. What's been just the wide receiver camaraderie between you guys this year?
Oh, it's been good ever since OTAs. Bringing the energy from last year into this year. The only new person we added was DeAndre, like you said, and he's a very smart guy, so he caught on pretty quick, know how to run routes. And he's going to add an element to our offense also. But, yeah, all those guys have been competing, like you said, and everybody been making plays. So it's been interesting to see everybody come out, compete, and make plays.
You talked about last year how I think we heard Brandon Staley talk about kind of working together with certain players, and he kind of worked with you to make you more than just kind of a deep ball guy. Last year we saw so much more from you. This year, like what are you working on? Like what are you trying to expand your role for this year? Like what are some of the things that we should see from you this year that we maybe haven't seen in years past?
Well, just get a lot more touches. That's the main thing. Just get a lot more touches, a lot more catches. That's the main thing. Increase the number of catches and, just make things happen, run after catch. That was the big emphasis for us is getting the yards after catch. And we just got to get those type of runs that we can catch the ball on the run and, get yards after catch. So, yeah, that's been our biggest emphasis right there is getting a lot of yards after catch.
You mentioned yards after catch. So you got DeAndre Carter doing that. You got Gerald Everett also doing that. I think that's been a big emphasis for the entire team. Like, what's it been like with some of those new guys with that specific need for the team?
Oh, it's been big. Like you just mentioned, G. Obviously, he's a big physical guy. You know, you can throw him a screen and he can take it 30-plus yards. Just his physical stature, running with the ball in his hand, is going to add a positive element to this offense also. So, yeah, that's just been what we were trying to focus on. When we get the ball in our hands, let's make the first person miss and rack up them yards at the catch.
Second year in Coach Lombardi's system, obviously he had a big plan for you last year. Great season for you. Has he kind of given, without any specific details, but just as far as a message, as far as going into year 2 in this system, what he wants for this offense, what he wants from you guys specifically?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, he just expects a lot from us with us having a year under our belt in this offense. I mean, obviously, it's training camp, so you got to run the plays that you're installing. But if we was game planning for the defense that we're going up against every day, the play calling will be a lot different. You know what I'm saying? We just got to install what we just got to run the plays we're installing. So, I mean, but yeah, when it's time to game plan and dial up plays, he's one of the best at that. And you could have seen how the offense ran so smoothly last year. So, yeah, year 2, it's going to be a lot better.
We'll wrap it up with Mike Williams, number 81 on the Chargers, wide receiver, number 1 in all of our hearts. Question for you, though. So, feeling-wise, in the heart, last year ended kind of heartbreaking. This year, whole bunch of new players, new motivation. Like, what's the vibe like with this team? Like, what's the message? What are you guys feeling like? What do you guys have to prove this year that you weren't doing last year?
It's a new team. It's a totally different team. I mean, our last year team and this team is different. I feel like the energy is a lot different this year. You know, we kind of added some pieces on the defensive side and on the offensive side that gonna help us compete for a championship. But we still gotta come up every day, show up every day, get better, and work towards that goal.
Has Brendan Fajoko still been playing the crazy music?
I think he updated his playlist for sure. I think after that he kind of put a whole playlist together and he was trying to be on the aux every day now. But yeah, he try to update his music a little bit.
In the wide receiver group, who's got the best aux?
Probably Josh is the only one who probably get on the aux. Josh Palmer. Yeah, okay. He got a different variety of music that now to keep the crowd going. But yeah, I probably say Josh. He probably been the aux the most out of all the receivers.
I love it, Mike. Thank you so much for joining us on Chargers Unleashed. Good luck the rest of camp. See you after tomorrow.
Thanks.